He worked in a petrol station, so he saw rainbows daily. Not easily impressed was he by the changing in seasons or beauty in the weather, but she was called Summer, and she ignited him. She was a hippie girl, one of these free spirits. She rarely shaved her legs and got existential about crystals and the moon. And see, before she danced into his life in navy blue and long, dark feathers, he had forgotten how soft lips could be. Even more so when pressed up against his skinny, pale body. And she showed him a whole new world on her ganja-scented settee. And he was stung. But girls like this, they can be dangerous. They fall for boys because they can play the guitar and might seem kind of spontaneous, and she kissed anyone that she could. Of course, he thought that he was the only one that she should because, okay, he might just be some poor kid from the grotty, dead-end part of town, but surely in her beautiful mind, she knew that he was a good man, and that he was kind. And she invited him to this party. He knew all of her friends would be painfully, purposefully arty, but he went anyway. With a bottle of wine he bought for $5.99, the good stuff. He got there and pushed through throngs of dyed hair, smoke, acid tongues. Images began to form. The bodies in the hallways all too forlorn, and the girls all look like her, same ripped tight knee-length skirts, and whispered tales of mischief. Made all the men stiff and crowned Summer as the masterful mistress of this, with her famous poison kiss, and she was there, wearing some stranger's face. Her eyes glowing wide, an empty space. He saw for the first time her greed, how every pore of him just wept with need, and he realized that she didn't need saving, and her lips were all that he was craving, and to flatter himself with chivalry seemed shameful. So he fell onto the street, 6 beers down, but still somehow he found his feet. And for the first time, maybe ever, he felt properly alone. He looked up at the stars as it began to snow. See, you can never really own a person or stop a spirit from ascending. You can't quell a bright spark in the hope it'll bring you a happy ending, but nature rewards you for solitude. If you can be your own sun and moon and beauty and love, they will come to you soon. And some people will stow away in your heart. Just remember that love doesn't have to be some high, fine art. All you really need is someone who's going to help you breathe. All you really need is someone who's going to help you breathe.